All right, everyone. How's it going? Got the bandana on, ready for Chevlar to come in. I'm half expecting him to be a bit late because he's never really on time for out. So hopefully he won't be too late though. Brothers, Dowie, Smurf, Carl, how we going? Are we all good? All Dave Anarchy in the house. Yeah, mate, I've got quite a few scattered about the place, but this is the very first one that he gave us, so I keep this one with pride and joy. Beaten dog, fire a question away, my man. If you've got a question, fire it. Hey Giuliano, you know Chev's always late. I did literally message him about 40 minutes ago to make sure he was going to be on time. What attitude do BV look for in potential members? Loyal, honest, and upfront, mate. If you've got them three things, you'll do just fine. Hey, my man.
I never got a message, by the way, but
Well, if you look online, you'll have a message sat there like.
all right. I'll give it a look in a bit.
How's it going?
It's good. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I thought I'd rock the bandana for you today.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
all it is
I'm
to
kind of
hide the hair.
matching, kind of.
Yeah, well, it's all USA, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, USA.
What yeah, it's all about it, man. All about it.
I need to get one with my face with a Union Jack on it.
Oh yeah, you should get one.
There's a
You got
lot.
to hit up Alex, and he can hook you up.
Yeah, there's a lot of surface area to cover with a flag like. So what's been happening over in the States? Are you good? Are you safe? Are you well?
Oh yeah, I'm all good here. Everything's well so far. We have
Yeah,
there's been some rises in COVID cases, but I kind of expected that with everything opening back up and people going crazy.
yeah, man. I mean, it's pretty much the same here. Um, they've opened up quite a few places now, and we rank everything on the R value, and it has to stay below one. And where I live, uh, the real north, way up north, um, yeah, our R value is way above one now. So we'll all be getting struck down with COVID again soon.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it if we get locked down again. Like
Yeah,
it
it
wouldn't
won't
surprise me.
surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Nah. So how are you coping with not travelling as much? Because you're normally a jet setter. You're flying all over the place.
Yeah, usually somewhere different every week, but it's been weird. It's like the first time in several years that I've been in one spot for over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Got some background noise here, but
Yeah, that's all
it'll
right,
go away
mate.
soon.
And I saw Greaves's little message there.
What's that?
Yeah, Greavesy. Yeah, Chev is always stylish, looking cool as fuck. I was up working at 4 o'clock this morning, so the bags under the eyes are still there. So yeah, I'm knackered, man. I'm knackered. It's like being partying with Chev the night before.
That'll happen. You'll stay
Well,
up to all hours of the night.
what was it? Was it last week or the week before that? I had a very drunken call off you. Oh, yeah,
Where?
I had a very drunk call off you. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was. I think it was. We were at party at the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That was about 2 weeks ago.
What was it? What was it you were shouting? Are you dizzy, blood?
Did I say that? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think he shouted it about 4 or 5 times.
It's a new saying.
All right, Mario, how's it going? Yeah, well, that saying's been around a long time now. Speaking of Cockneys, here now,
Who's that?
Ben.
Oh, I got tattoo Ben. So you back at work?
Yeah, so I haven't stopped working. Yeah, so I've been working from home right throughout. So pretty shit, but you can't
Yeah.
get motivated to work from home.
I mean, yeah. You can't get bored.
Can't get motivated to work. So
Yeah, I've been having to work from home the last couple of months. It's cool, but I don't know. I'd rather be traveling for sure.
yeah, definitely, man. Well, we were supposed to be in Amsterdam last month. Yeah,
Yeah,
last month.
yeah,
I mean, that was a killer.
yeah.
And what made it worse is that they made us work the days I was supposed to be off for Amsterdam. So
Yeah, that sucks. It
yeah,
sucks. Amsterdam and Sweden. I was gonna
yeah,
try to
yeah,
make both of those, and yeah, it sucks. Couldn't make either one of those. But
yeah, man.
we have Four Corners coming up, so
Yeah, well, I'm not allowed to fly into your
you can
country.
hop over.
I'm not allowed to fly into your country.
Yeah,
Old
yeah.
Trump
No,
bastards put a ban on it.
I think it's okay now.
Yeah, you
Maybe
have
I
to
don't know.
sneak us in. I'm becoming an alien.
Do you have any
But no,
you have any big meets planned for your
so
chapter?
everything that we had planned now is just being kind of stopped. Over here, we're not allowed to meet in bigger groups than 6 at the minute. So yeah, it's until we find out more information, then it's kind of poo-pooed at the minute. But we're kind of hoping that once we get the blue flag to go, and then that is a big, massive pistol, and yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Mario is asking for a song.
Well, what song does he want, and I'll sing for him.
Mario, he's waiting for you.
I like a bit of Kenny Rogers, like.
I think you should just sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Well, I think you should start rapping One Brotherhood, One Shit for us. You'll have had some hand in that.
Do what?
You'll have had some hands in making that video and being around all them boys.
What video?
The One Brotherhood, One Shit one with Jelly and that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Which one is? Listen, Chev is definitely Dolly Parton.
Which one is Dolly? Oh, that's funny.
So, on to BV. What kind of big things have we got going on? What's in the pipeline for us in BV? What's on the next Chev show?
I mean, the next big thing is Four Corners.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's we're doing that in September, so that'll be our next big meet, and everything's still a go with that. I mean, it's a camping trip, so it's not like we're out in bars and shit like that. So it should be relatively safe.
yeah. And then, so like, tell the people like what it's about, the Four Corners, what you do, and what happens, and
It's an annual meet of the Four Corners states in the U.S. and the Four Corners states is basically Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. They all come together in a point, or all four states touch.
yeah,
And so that's why I call it the Four Corners. And yeah, it's an annual meet camping trip. It's 3 days. It's just hanging out, having fun. Actually go to the Four Corners Monument, take some photos, and go back to the campsite, drink some more. And it's just it's a weekend. It's a weekend of good times. Like, it's
that's
definitely
what
an
it's all
event.
about.
It's an event to make, and it just gets bigger every year as well. So
Yeah.
this year will be huge.
Yeah, it was like when you mentioned it, it was definitely one that I was looking at, but then all this COVID happened and flights and all that kind of shit on it a little bit. So yeah, not good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's in September, so you might have a little bit of time.
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
What? Yeah, yeah, for sure.
What?
Sometimes I need an interpreter for you. You know that, right?
Listen, the only one that hasn't needed an interpreter for us is Giuliano, and he's Brazilian.
Well, sometimes you need an interpreter for him too. So.
So, what, like, you're like a BV icon, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
of
think
course.
that.
Everyone, like, you show a picture to anyone in BV, everyone knows who you are. So, in your time in BV, what has been like the biggest changes, like positive and negative?
Uh,
Oh,
that's a. I mean,
it's a deep
it's kind.
question. That
Yeah, it's
deep.
pretty. That's pretty deep. But I think it's what's both positive. It's both positive and negative aspects of BV is scouting. It used
Yeah,
to be kind of shit. I mean, it was just like
it
anyone
was a
who had
free
like
for all. Yeah.
it's free fall. I mean, anyone who had like the slightest peach fuzz could basically be BV. And since those days, it's turned around a lot, and so scouting has been a lot more. A lot more. It's been better. It's been a lot better since those
Yeah.
days. So I would say that's probably the negative, from the very beginning, and now it's just grown so much more that's probably one of the biggest positives. It's helped BV grow into
Yeah.
what it is today.
Well, that's it. I think BV now, even from the time that I joined to the present day, it's a total different entity. It's a massive, massive beast moving.
Yeah, it totally is.
I
Completely
mean, we've
different
got,
from how it used to be.
yeah. I mean, I saw before that. Obviously we've got all the census happening and whatnot, and we've got quite a few numbers of chapters that I've already put in, but there's still so many more to do it. So
Yeah, there's at least half, at least.
and
So
I mean, it's got to definitely gone up a huge amount by the last time we done it, which was what, 2018?
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna grow a lot. Like,
Oh yeah, it's definitely grown. Chapters alone, there's at least 40 more since then.
yeah, I mean, we've got about 95,000 over in England.
Yeah, no, that's I think so. I think some of your cities have like 5 chapters in them.
Just about.
So so yeah, you guys definitely put that growth on a map.
Well, I can just speak for myself. Though, like when I got the seal for our chapter, I think we were sat at about maybe 10, and now we're at patched. We're 23 patched, 6 hopefuls.
Nice.
So that it's grown massive. Sometimes it's a bit of a fucking it's hard work. You know what I mean?
That's a good save right there.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I can't fault any lads in my chapter. The good, solid lads. They get about it. Listen. If I say this to everyone, if you teach people like the principles of BV and let people understand what BV is about, they're gonna have a good time, regardless. So.
Oh yeah, that's all it's about is having a good time. When you're not having a good time, then there's a problem.
Oh man.
Yeah, that negative energy just feeds out and fucking makes everyone negative.
Some of these bags are down to Morgan as well, with all the late night phone calls he gives us.
So you can blame the bags on Morgan.
No, well, well, it's partly Morgan, partly work. So, and with Morgan, he comes and he's just an angry man.
he can get pretty angry.
Yeah, but I just smile and wave now. I just smile and wave, say yeah, just agree.
So I'll ask you the same question. You know what's the biggest negative and positive that you've seen out of BV?
I mean, the positive is like you look across the whole BV community, and you see like some of the work that gets done. I mean, Chicago are always smashing it with homeless runs and going out and do like the handouts with the clothing. Miami are always smashing it. I mean, BV England or Central England, I think they are now. They've done a lot of good work with the McDonald's Fund. I mean, so I think for me the massive positive is how much good work we do on a global level, and I don't think that is probably advertised enough about the work that we do. I think we could promote ourselves a lot better on that front.
Yeah.
Because the work that some lads put into it's epic. I mean, ourselves this year we had 3 things happening with a children's hospice. And we were going to do I think Joey's still doing a skydive. We were doing a dragon boat race. We do quarterly art and craft runs for them. So I mean, we're doing a lot of work with the home with the hospice. So nice. Yeah, that for me that's a massive positive of how much we give back to our communities. And obviously meeting people, it's always epic, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A negative, it's probably in the same thing of, although you meet so many different people, you're not going to meet everyone that's on your level sometimes. So, as we were saying before, sometimes negativity can breed negativity sometimes, and we can just all get along. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely seems to be a problem sometimes, but
Well,
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
no, but I think that's alpha dog syndrome, isn't it? Like everyone, especially with a group of males, like everyone wants to be dick measuring sometimes. So you're like, listen, I'm all right with having the smallest dick in the club. Like, I'm all right with that, you know. I'm okay. Well, to be honest with you, mate, I've got no choice. So
You still have your dick nose?
I do, and there is something happening on that front.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll have to slide into your DMs to show you.
All right. I'm surprised you still have that from Amsterdam.
Yeah. All right, I've still got it, but yeah, there's definitely something going with that at the minute. So, yeah, actually, a couple of Lakeside Talks ago, we were speaking about it, and everyone was wanting it on a T-shirt, and
Oh, shit.
so
That might be happening.
Yeah. I mean, there's that, and there's some other stuff that might be happening on that front.
Well, you can bust that. You can bring those to Brum this year.
Yeah, man.
If
I'll
it
bring you
happens.
one down. I'll
If it
bring you one
happens.
down. What's that? Extra small boys?
Extra small. Yep.
Don't get Munson. Fucking hell.
I was able to find some crumpets here.
Well, yeah. Actually, I don't know if
What's that?
Dave's still here.
You what?
Where is it? Dave Anarchy was in before, and he was talking about crumpets.
Yeah, I think he mentioned crumpets up at the top there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found some here, and yeah, it was I was surprised.
Yeah. Listen, that time we phoned you, you didn't know how to make crumpets.
Oh, yeah.
You just put them in the toaster.
Well, if you have them made already.
I mean, I was watching a video, right, of how Americans make a cup of tea.
Oh yeah, how is that?
So they basically poured just cold water into a cup, put the cup into the microwave, right? That already like pissed me off.
Well, some people do. Some people do that.
But then they poured the milk into the hot water, then dropped the tea bag in it, then put like a full bag of sugar into it.
It's all backward. It's all backward. It's all
Yeah,
about
man.
sugar. It's all about sugar here. You know, Americans love their sugar.
Fucking
If
Americans.
you have some sweet tea, man, that's like some people use like a whole pound of sugar in one pitcher of sweet tea.
Yeah.
It's fucking intense. It's like diabetes in a glass.
Yeah, man.
So you gotta be careful with the sweet tea around here.
Yeah, well, it's Greaves who says being a northerner, tea is in the top three most important things in life. You know, and if you can't make a cup of tea right, we're gonna have issues. So I'm gonna have to like teach you at the next meet to make tea properly, so you can go back to the States and because you travel all over the state, you can teach everyone.
And bring some crumpets back.
Mate, I will make you some crumpets.
I still don't know how to describe a crumpet. I mean, the best way I can describe it is it's like a pancake crossed with like a I don't know. It's like a thick pancake with holes in it.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think I would know how to describe a crumpet.
It's like a pancake that looks like an English muffin, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very dense.
It is, yeah. It's it's good. They're good.
To be fair though, muffins. I'm going to be controversial. Muffins, like a bread muffin, is better than a crumpet.
I mean, I'd probably have a muffin over a crumpet.
Yeah. See, I would probably go muffin over a crumpet, but then I would always go toast over either of them. I love toast.
Yeah, toast, you can't go wrong with toast.
Yeah, I could eat some toast now. But I'm trying to be on a diet. I'm trying to be good, Chev, because I'm getting fat as fuck.
Well, I'm sure lockdown didn't help anyone in that area.
Mate, I'm going to be honest with you. I was at this point before lockdown.
So you're just maintaining.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm kind of protected just in case we're going through an apocalypse. You know what I mean?
There you go. You're storing up.
Yeah. But yeah.
On the topic of food, like, what's your take on Marmite?
Oh, I fucking hate it, mate.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
It is, yeah, it's absolutely big. Basically, it's just yeast in a tub. And it's just like putting an infection on your bread. It's minging like.
I know there's some people out there that love the shit, but I've tried it a few times and it's I can't. It's just not. I don't know. I thought it'd be an acquired taste, and definitely isn't.
Yeah.
Like Chris down there says he loves it.
Yeah, so. but if you, I don't know if you follow Chris on IG, but if you follow Chris on IG, you can tell by looking at him that he likes Marmite because he looks dead. He's like a corpse that walks about. Can you remember, like, there was an American guy that was on a show over in England called Big Brother.
Yeah.
And he was called Darnell. He was an albino fella.
No, I don't recall.
So, right, when you get off the phone with me, Google Darnell Big Brother UK. And he's American? Yeah, he's American. He's a spitting image of him, like, spitting image.
I'll have to Google that.
Yeah. And he always calls me a Jigglypuff because I'm a fat kid. So I'm all right with that.
So, what are your plans for the summer?
I was supposed to be on holiday next month. I was supposed to be in Marrakesh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but obviously that was going to be my 10-year wedding anniversary as well. So.
Damn.
So yeah, I had to fuck that up. Now I'm just gonna sit at home with an Aggie wife because she would rather be there than spending time with me. But I'm sure I'll make up for it. At least what it's doing now, it's giving us enough time to save money to really hit some meets next year. I was saying to some of the lads the other day that top of the list is to get over to America next year, and the main one for me is a Dirty South meet.
Yeah. Those are always fun.
Yeah, And
But yeah, you've probably been able to save money for like the last 2 months without going to bars. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got more money now than I've ever had in my life.
yeah,
I don't know what's going on. But
I guess the lockdown did help in that aspect.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But what's happening under that hat, Chev? That is
I
not.
mean,
That's
you
not
can
the
kind
trademark mohawk.
you can kind of see what's happening under there.
Take it off.
It's I'm good.
Come on, give the people what they want to see, man.
I haven't had a haircut since January.
Right.
So
This is part of the reason I put this on. Mine is absolutely horrendous. Like,
there you go. You got a look right there.
oh, why
That's
it's
you got like
awful.
the little Justin Bieber going on.
I know. the oldest Justin Bieber in town.
No, I have a lot of hair going on under this.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of people here asking to see that hair.
Oh, they can just keep on wishing. Yeah, it's like you know those Halloween afros
Yeah.
you buy. Basically, if you just put one of those on, that's what my hair will look like. It's pretty bushy under here.
I wish I could grow an afro. I would have the biggest afro going if I could. But I just grow it like straw.
Now mine gets super curly, as you can see from the sides. Actually,
Yeah.
I need to find someone to braid it. That's what I really need to do. Get some nice braids going.
Yes. Get some cornrows in it.
Before I cut it, yep.
Yeah, man. Get some cornrows. I think I can just about probably get some rolls in mine now.
Oh yeah, you probably could.
So I might see if I can get that happening. I'm booked in. I'm booked into the hairdressers on the 10th of next month. I literally got a text message off my barber today saying I'm opening up bookings again. So I was straight on it, booking.
So you still have another month to grow. So instead of getting a cut, just ask him to braid it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there you
go. I don't think white guys look great with braided hair, but look like Vanilla Ice. But what we normally do, we normally kind of ask people if they've got any questions for yourself or for myself, and then they'll start peppering us with questions. We'll have a bit of banter with that. Normally, there's some controversial questions in there, Chev, so don't worry too much. Normally, to be honest, there's always a question in there about the blue lights in Amsterdam.
About the
Listen, I haven't told anyone that you went into one of the blue light rooms.
Yeah, the one you led me into.
We both went in. It was the one that looked like Lord Farquhar.
They look like what?
Lord Farquhar off Shrek.
Yeah, let's see. When are you going to come over and watch a game at the bridge? Yeah, that's one thing I've been waiting for. I've watched a couple of games there, not at the bridge, but I've watched a few games, and not one of them has been Chelsea or at the bridge.
We went to Craven Cottage when we were down, didn't we?
We did.
The Fulham game, and it was the worst game of football I think I've ever watched in my life.
I mean, it was pretty shitty, and it was Morgan's first time ever watching one, and that definitely wasn't.
No, it was a terrible game.
But I'll tell you what was a really good one was the Southampton versus Tottenham probably a few years ago. That was a really good one. It was intense.
Yeah, I mean the game that we went to, that's probably one of the worst game of footballs I've ever watched in my life.
It was pretty bad, but it was an experience.
But it was probably one of the most authentic football stadiums I've been in.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a
It was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. And Big Mike wants to know, do you know the offside rule?
Do I know the offside rule?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I used to play soccer before I fucked my knee up.
Listen, I know you call it soccer over there, but you're talking with an Englishman now, mate. It's football.
Yeah. Football.
So, like, why do Americans call American football football,
Yeah,
but they
beats
call
hell if I know. To be I don't know. To be different. I mean, I have no idea why that is.
like it's not? I don't get the logic of it.
It's a hand egg. Is
But
what it is.
but I'm not complaining. I like American football. I want to go to an NFL game when it's on over down in London.
Yeah. There's more and more starting to happen over there. So
Yeah, yeah. I know. Spurs have got a contract at their new stadium to host games every season.
yeah. But
So
like Lee said, yeah, nobody will be watching any games for a good while. Yeah, that's true. Who knows when shit will get back to normal as far as that goes.
I think it's a long time away. But
You see Duncan's comment?
yeah, listen, no, no one pays any attention to what Duncan says. He supports Leeds. That's all I have to say. Dirty Leeds. So I think Nando asked if Giuliano ate all the food in Phoenix.
He did.
Yeah.
It was like we always had to go to McDonald's or In-N-Out Burger or Chipotle. It's like it's too bad Juliano's not on to
He was on
answer that question
before.
himself.
He was on before.
Ah, damn.
But yeah, I always see the comments popping up about Giuliano eating all the food. A boy's gonna eat, I guess.
Yeah, I mean when you're in America, it's all over the place.
Yeah, well, McDonald's that I've just opened up here.
Oh really?
So yeah,
What do
there's
you
a
guys
good
have?
one. There's a
You
good
guys
one
have
from
those all?
Dowie.
What's that?
A good question from Dowie. Where do you see
Uh,
BV in the next 5 years?
uh, damn, that's a good question.
Are
Yeah,
are you too focused on the now, trying to get all these sentences in?
there you go. Yep. That's a question for a later time. I mean, we're coming up on 5 years now. Well, I mean, it's over 5 years. So, yeah, it's like, BV time is fucking, it's like, it's a whole different ball game. So 5 years in BV time is like
It's
20
like
years.
20 years, yeah. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say.
There'll be changes for sure. I mean, look how many changes have happened in just the last, last 2 years. So I had 5 more years onto that. And I think, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say where it'll be. I'm sure we've grown a little bit more for sure, but
So
yeah.
the one thing I do know with BB that in 5 years' time there's going to be a lot of rules.
Well, I mean, yeah, it could be. It could be a whole fucking book.
Well, sometimes they're needed though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Because
no, they definitely.
people can't use common sense, so people need shit spelled out.
Oh yeah, they need their hands held sometimes.
Yeah, but I just like holding your hand.
Oh well, I mean, that's a different conversation, but
Yeah, but Brad, what's your favourite BV memory?
That's a tough one. There's so many good ones. But I mean, the first year I went to Amsterdam was probably that was a really good one, just because it was the first time being out of the country. And
Yeah.
first time meeting a lot of the brothers from overseas. It was just a good experience, like all around. So it's hard to pinpoint just one, but that was a really good one.
Yeah. I think obviously I didn't go to the very first Amsterdam meet. I went to the one the year after, but I think that is probably up there as one of the pinnacle moments for myself. It
Yeah,
was
and it
getting
was
to it's getting to that point where you met so many people. I mean, so many people that you spoke to on IG, and you kind of looked up to these people. Then
yeah,
you're meeting them face to face.
yeah. It's definitely an experience. And Amsterdam was one thing, but then it was just kind of like I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to London, and
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
just like decided to do that last minute and went over with the English guys and stayed in London for a few days. And
yeah.
yeah, it was cool. It was just a cool experience.
I think one memory that sticks in my head is you drawing a knife on us in the middle of London.
I would never bring a knife to the UK.
Fucking what? You pulled it out on us.
I would never do that. But
I
I do
was
have a
sitting
knife.
there.
But I do have one
Dear,
here.
was that the knife you brought to London?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never brought a knife there. But this is a new knife.
Are you fucking dizzy, blood?
But going back to the memory thing. That was the first time I visited the bridge. Was that trip, and I also stayed in the hotel that was right in front of the bridge. I don't know if you've ever. I'm sure you've been to the bridge, but
Yeah.
there's a hotel that's right in front of it. Like, I mean, directly in front of it, and that's I stayed there, so that was a cool experience as well.
Did you just stand looking at it for ages?
Oh yeah, I must have went to it like 5 or 6 times. Well,
Yeah, well.
Brad and I actually did a tour, so that was pretty cool.
But again, Stamford Bridge, that's a bit of a throwback stadium as well. It's not huge. It's a nice little stadium.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's pretty good size. It was cool. That was
Yeah.
it was awesome to check out, and I try to visit it every time I go there. I try.
It's
I think this last time I was there, I didn't, but
just a shame about the people that sit inside the stadium.
you mean the visitors?
So,
Dewey says, "Where do you want it to be?" I guess he's referring to BV.
yeah.
I mean, it would be great to have more a bigger brotherhood and more chapters and everyone actually getting along.
I don't
Um,
see why. I still, to this day, I mean, maybe it's because I'm old school, but I don't have to get on with someone to get along with them. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
could
yeah,
be.
yeah.
I don't have to like you, but I'll be civil with you because that's just what you do. I don't get this whole like the Snyder shit that happens.
Yeah, no,
But
it's yeah, yeah. Hopefully 5 years with 5 years time, like people can get over that.
yeah, I
But
think. But as I say, I think that it's always bound to happen when it's like a massive group of guys. So,
yeah,
but
definitely. Um,
all right, Fab.
which well, Nando said the bag in Amsterdam. So I don't know if you know the story behind the bag. I mean, this was my first Amsterdam trip, and Johan from Belgium. Johan and those guys brought over a bag, like some beers, like some good beers, and they gave
Yeah,
it to me the first night, and I was carrying it around everywhere, and I got completely wasted, and I I lost track of the bag, so there's really good beers in there, and I have no idea what happened to it,
the
but
very
that's a whole bag, yeah.
the first Amsterdam meet that I was at, I can remember partying on the Friday night, and then we were all going for the tram to the event on the Saturday. I was looking at you, and I've never seen someone change colour so quick. And there was just this vomit that came out.
Yeah.
You from that moment on, you've always been my hero.
I still have no idea what was I wasted or what?
I have no idea, mate. To be honest with you, I think I was still stoned. There was a good question from Half. So I think this is to you. What do you think's like the biggest difference between BV over in the States to what it is over in Europe?
The biggest difference is you can drive or you can go like 2 hours and get to like several chapters in Europe. In the States, you drive 2 hours and you're just in the next town. Like
you're still in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the distance is so vast in the U.S. compared to Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest difference. But like when you're, I think it's easier for Europeans to make it to more meets because of the close proximity. And so I think they might have a better, they know more European brothers know more European brothers than the Americans do, just because it's so, it's so hard to get to.
I think definitely over here, I think things are definitely more accessible.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, even to fly, I think when I went to Belgium, when I went to the Belgium meet, went for 3 days, the flights and the hotel, I think it cost us something like £68 all in.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
It's crazy, but like it cost us about £600 just to fly to America.
And that's cheap.
Easy.
That's cheap.
Well, when I looked at flights to go to San Antonio, man, that was crazy times. It was going to cost us about £1,500. I had to fly from the UK to the Netherlands, the Netherlands over to, I want to say, I think it was Chicago. Then it was Chicago to Salt Lake City, then Salt Lake to Houston.
That's too many layovers.
Mate, honestly, I think in total it was about 24 and a half hours it was going to take us.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. It's a whole day of just traveling. So
next time you plan Dirty South meet, make it more in a place that's more accessible.
Well, I think it's going to be in San Antonio next year, so because it got canceled this year. So, but I just all you have to do. Why don't you take the train to London, fly from Heathrow into Dallas, and there you go. That's and then you just drive down. It's about 3 hours, maybe. Easy, done.
We'll see.
But Lorenzo said Newport was your best meet.
Newport was actually a really good meet.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one a lot. That was cool.
Yeah.
It was fun. All the meets overseas have been awesome.
Yeah, I think we're very hospitable over here. I think.
Yeah. It's always been fun. It's always been cool.
Yeah, definitely. There's one from Lee. If you could be a member of any European chapter, which one would it be?
That's a loaded question right there.
Like, remember where you are right now.
Remember who I'm talking to, right?
Yeah.
That's a loaded question. I need a.
There's some legit.
I need a pack for that one.
There's some legit real OG chapters in Europe.
Yeah,
The Belgian boys are always rocking it.
Oh yeah, Belgium is yeah, it's awesome. Like I couldn't pick one. I couldn't pick one.
No.
It's too hard. It's too hard of a choice. There's so many good ones. I do love the Belgian beer though. I got to say that.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of swear there.
There's what?
There's a lot of swear when it comes to Belgian beer. It can get you to do anything.
Belgian beer?
Yeah. The worst drunk I've ever been is on Belgian beer.
Oh damn. Yeah, that it'll definitely fuck you up.
Yeah, absolutely. What other question? What have we got? Well, what's been your favourite BV themed shot?
My favorite BV themed.
Like
favorite BV theme.
Yeah, I know mine straight off the top of my head. Boom.
What is it?
So I said this. I think it was on the very first Lakeside Talks we'd done. It was me and Dowie, and we were speaking about the photo that made me want to come into BV, and it was actually you, the big mohawk, the flag, and that still to this day is like when I say to anyone about BV, I show them that picture, and I'm saying that is the iconic picture for me.
Oh well, thank you, appreciate that. That was a long time ago. It was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, you're not as skinny as you were then.
Yeah, no, it's the years haven't been so good.
I mean,
but I was starting to work out again, and
you're still devilishly handsome, though, mate.
So, well, thank you. So, all the traveling is it catches up to you. The traveling and eating and not eating like you should. But
that is definitely a classic.
Yeah, that is a classic. Do the Chev. I mean, that's always that one always cracks me up when I see that one. But yeah, what's up?
Sorry, go on.
There's been a lot of good themes too. So trying to pick a good theme is that's hard. I do like the nature theme. Like there was an OG Elements theme that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was just like different elements in nature. That one was a cool one.
Yeah, I think another good shot it was a chapter shot. It's another one that always sticks in my head. It was Sweden chapters one with Hamza and they were at like a castle ruins.
Oh yeah, I think that was like the first one, I believe.
Yeah, and I always remember that shot as well, and thinking that's like an absolutely amazing photo. I like that one.
Yeah, there were some really good ones back in the day when the flag first started going around. It was always cool to see like it's like the next chapter who gets it to see like how they were going to do their flag shoot.
Yeah, definitely. And then the Belgian lads when they did it in the train station, that was another classic one.
Oh yeah, that was a cool one. Yeah.
Loved that one.
Yeah,
there's so many. As you say, now I think the photography game in BV is stepped up a level now.
It has, yeah, definitely, it definitely has. And I think that's good. It's good. More chapters are doing like better photos, better photo shoots.
That's it.
Yeah, that definitely is a huge plus.
As you say now, like I do a lot of editing on mine to make us look presentable.
I mean, gotta do what you gotta do.
That's where you were supposed to say, no, Carl, you don't need that. But
oh no, you don't need to edit.
You fucking shot me. You shot me down, Chev. Right, I think we are just about running out of time on the IG before they start kicking us off. So if anyone has any last questions for myself or Chev, fire them across now before we go.
Oh yeah, the junkyard shot. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Thanks for that. Yeah,
that that
we
was at
wanted
the
to do
World
something
Meet, wasn't
different.
it?
No, it was one of the last Phoenix, not the last one, but the year before last. We wanted
I'm thinking about a
to
different one.
we wanted to do something different, and we decided to go to junkyard and have our flag shoot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was it was different. The only thing that sucked is it was pretty hot. So,
That
but
was happening in Phoenix, but
yeah, it's always hot there. But I mean, it was cool. It was a cool different type of photo shoot. But yeah, that was a good experience. I remember the very first photo shoot, not even the flag shoot. It was the very first time we had the flag. We hadn't even done our shoot yet, but it was just it was like, the first time you ever met or went to a BV meeting. Do you remember your first time?
yeah.
I
Liverpool
mean,
was
it's
mine.
definitely lots of awkward. There's lots of awkwardness,
Yeah,
especially like no one had ever been to a BV meet before, and so there was I think the first time there was like 14 of us, and it was just like that awkwardness, but it was cool because we all were there for the same reason.
yeah.
Um,
I
but
remember
yeah,
mine
that
at
was cool.
like Liverpool. I remember walking into the bar, and I don't know if you can remember Big Sal with the big ginger beard. He was one of the northern lads. I can remember walking in and him just standing up and pointing at us and saying, "You sit here." I thought,
Oh, yeah, I
"Shit,
got
this is
fucked.
fucking hell!" And he was a big boy as well, so it was a good meet. That it was a good meet. The start of something. Oh, can't hear you.
It definitely has that feeling.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I think this will be the last question from half. Um, Beard products. I mean, Chev always rocks the Gibbs.
Yeah. So
I
wait,
mean,
what was the question? Sorry.
what kind of beard products do you both use, and what would you recommend?
Oh yeah, well, I use Gibbs. That's what I rock all the time. But there are others that I do like a lot. Sugar Beard is another top of mine. So between Gibbs, Sugar Beard is solid. Um, yeah, I'd say those two are like the ones that I mainly use.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
I, I, I'll be honest. I use a lot of different ones. I'm currently using one called Beard Struggle at the minute. It's quite good.
oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
There's about 900 million ambassadors,
For the beard struggle.
but
Well,
it's good. It's good stuff.
I've never tried it. I mean, I'm not opposed to trying other products. I've never tried that one.
Well,
Um,
I'm all out of Gibbs at the minute, so I need to place an order with you.
uh, wait, what's that? Hold on. I think say that again.
I'm all out with Gibbs beard oil, so I'm gonna have to place an order.
Or maybe not. I think there's something going on with a connection.
Can you hear me now? Hello.
I can't hear you. All I see is little circles spinning around. I think I might have lost you.
Right. Well, we'll call that a quit, and thank you, and hopefully we'll see this.
Uh, you're 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 still breaking up.